first, I better lock my door, just in case. Okay, dear listeners, let's get to the good stuff. Last Tuesday, somebody left one rip in Vanzilla, almost causing Dad to run into a tree. I don't want to name any names, but here's a hint. She's the oldest loud sibling. Still in a fog? It's Lori. She said it was her shoe, like she always does, but nobody was buying that for a second. Moving on. Item number 2. Somebody in the loud house has been interrupting everybody's shut-eye with her unbearable snoring. Far be it from me to rat out the culprit, but her name starts with an L and ends with an Isa. In case you can't spell, that's Lisa. Ooh, that sound means we have a hot one coming up. Get a load of this. My sources tell me.
Lola, let me in. I got 4 fresh flies for Izzy.
Too bad. You can feed her later.
It'll only take a second. What are you doing in there?
I'm hosting an afternoon tea party, and my guests and I do not care for interruptions.
Lola, just open the door.
Incoming football!
Lana, why are you standing outside your door? Lola won't let me in because of some dumb tea party. That's weird. I heard her tell Mom not to bother her because she was applying one of her 10-minute masks.
What? Like I can't do both at the same time?
Yeah. She told me she was practicing a speech for one of her pageants. Lucy, could you please not sneak up on us like that? Sigh. It's just how I move through the universe. Lola's definitely up to something. Open the door!
Go away! I'm busy! Pay them no mind, dear listeners. Now, getting back to that sizzling gossip I promised. Here at the Loud House, someone clogged the toilet a record 11 times in the last week. This is strictly between you, me, and the lamppost, but the culprit is a certain sports-playing, sub-eating... Oh, let's just say it. It's Lynn.
Did I just hear her say my name? What's going on? Lola's up to something. She's locked herself in our room.
Oh, that's because it's her turn to do the podcast today. So, there you go. Mystery solved.
Thank you, Lincoln. Now, can you all please leave? I am on the air!
Wait a minute. Okay, fine. You're doing your podcast. But what did you lie about it for?
Well,
You guys! Bobby just texted. He's streaming the podcast on his phone. You literally won't believe what Lola is saying about us. I did not fart in Vanzilla. It was my shoe. You better tell everyone that.
Nice try, Lori, but my listeners can sniff out the truth.
Oh, and gosh, what else is she saying about us? Did she tell everyone that I accidentally stepped on Lincoln's model spaceship, then threw out the pieces in Mr. Grouse's trash so we would never find them? Wait, you're the one who took my ship? Darn it, Lola! You did tell everyone! Lenny, you just told everyone? All right, you see what you're saying. Thanks. Okay, you guys, I pulled up the podcast on my phone. We can listen in too.
Welcome, new listeners. Now, where were we? Oh, here's a beaut. At breakfast yesterday, the Loud House's resident jokester laughed so hard at her own lame joke that she snorted milk out of her nose, spraying it on everyone's cereal. Yuck!
Can I help it if I know how to milk a joke? But seriously, let us in, Lola. You better stop gossiping about us or you are in serious trouble.
It's my podcast, and I can talk about what I want. Those were the rules. Now, what else do I have for you, dearies? Ooh, ding, 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 ding. Here's a humdinger. Which loud sister was recently seen talking in the mirror, pretending to give her acceptance speech to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
Dude, that's my private biz!
Well, you just had it confirmed by the source.
Lori, give me your cuticle scissors. Lenny is not